From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at 5.
For staying with us tonight at 5, Eric is off tonight. The U.S. House of Representatives held a moment of silence today for the victims of the Molson Coors shooting.
Wisconsin's delegates stood as the names of those killed were read. Our Amanda Quintana is here now with more. Amanda?
Yes, Congresswoman Gwen Moore, whose district includes Milwaukee, led that moment of silence, saying she wished she didn't have to. She read the names of each victim, their age, and a little bit about who they were. One of them, her longtime friend.
I have known Gene personally since 1992. His wonderful wife, Alina, his daughters, Tatiana and Becca. And I was so inspired by his story of having immigrated from the former Soviet Union to Mequon in the early 1990s. He worked like a dog. And Gene will be remembered for being the best husband, the best dad, and the best grandfather. And I can attest.
Moore said she wants her colleagues to know the names of those who were killed. It ended with everyone in the room pausing to reflect on their souls.
Amanda, thank you. The CBS station in Milwaukee says the suspected gunman, Anthony Farrell's family, released a statement today saying, "Our family feels terrible sadness and heartache over the tragic incident at Molson Coors and the devastating loss to the Milwaukee community. We are shocked and dismayed to learn of the apparent involvement and death of our family member. We sincerely extend our sympathy, compassion, and prayers to the victims and families who lost their loved ones."
A GoFundMe has been set up by the Molson Coors for the victims' families following the shooting. The Miller Valley Survivors Fund will provide direct financial assistance to family members of the deceased and others directly affected. Molson Coors already donated $500,000 to that fund. Right now, $547,000 have been raised with the goal of reaching $1 million. To donate, just head to our website, channel3000.com.
Brew City Brand, who made the 1,000 Miller Strong shirts for the employees and families of those affected by the shooting, say they will give the shirts to the victims' families next week. They say that there have been some counterfeit shirts that have surfaced, and there have been some fake websites as well that are impersonating Brew City. The company says they want to eventually sell the shirts in a way that benefits the victims' families in the future.
The Milwaukee Brewers are continuing to support their hometown following this tragedy. Today, the Brewers wore MC patches on their jerseys during their spring training game against the Los Angeles Dodgers. It is unknown if the Brewers will continue to wear those patches the rest of the season.
There is a pattern that follows horrible events like this. We start talking about gun control.
The last time they were asked, 80% of Wisconsinites supported expanding background checks, but there is more that legislators tried to make law by this year. Amy Reed shows us their ideas.
Every year, sometimes multiple times a year, protesters fill these steps calling for action on gun control. So what has our legislature done this year on guns? Both chambers of the legislature dismissed Governor Tony Evers' call for universal background checks and extreme risk protection orders, also called the red flag law. It took them each less than 30 seconds to gavel in and out of the special session. Some bills took a few steps, making it to the committee level. Legislators made attempts to bring back the 48-hour waiting period to buy a gun. They also tried to require a person to lock up their gun at home if they live with someone who legally isn't allowed to own a gun. Both parties came together on another bill that would have taken away sales tax when you buy a gun safe. But only 2 bills have made it far enough they might still become law. The governor vetoed one today, but it still has a chance at an override. It makes it more difficult for a prosecutor to drop charges of felon in possession of a firearm and prevents those people from being put in a deferred prosecution program. Another widely supported measure sets up thousands of dollars in grant money to organizations and municipalities to set up voluntary gun storage. Money could also be used to train gun store staff on avoiding selling guns to people who may be considering suicide. Still a couple steps to go on that. The Senate has one more session to get it through, then it too goes on to Governor Evers. Reporting at the Capitol, Amy Reed, News 3 Now.
The Madison East High School teacher accused of putting hidden cameras in students' hotel rooms has officially resigned. The school district announced today in an email to parents saying business teacher and DECA advisor David Crutchton resigned after the district said it would begin an internal investigation. That was effective immediately. The district did not say when it happened. Crutchton is facing multiple federal attempted child pornography charges. His trial is set for September. Well, a sunny start to the weekend and a big warm-up is on the way. Let's check in with meteorologist Chris Reese. Chris?
That is indeed the case, but we have one more cold day to go through. Today has been absolutely beautiful. Plenty of sunshine, and that's still the case of what we're seeing out there right now. There was a little bit of snow that passed south and west of Wisconsin earlier on this morning. That has continued to push towards the south and east this afternoon. Here's our setup right now. Cold air remains in place over parts of southeastern Canada. We still remain under the influence of that cold northwesterly flow. But folks, there is a warm up in play over the high plains that heads our direction overnight. But we are cold for now. The highs today only made it towards 26 degrees. We are still into the 20s at 25. Here's how things go for the rest of the night. We'll begin to cool down towards 16. By 10 o'clock, temperatures will continue to drop all the way towards 6 degrees tonight. Gary Canalti will iron out the weekend forecast a little bit later in the show.
The Middleton Police Department is investigating an armed robbery at Smoothie King. Officers were called to 2019 Deming Way around 6 o'clock last night. Employees told police the man displayed a gun while inside the smoothie bar. He ran from the business and took an undisclosed amount of cash. Anyone with information about this robbery is asked to call the Middleton Police Department.
The Madison Police Department is asking the public for help in identifying a person of interest in several recent theft cases. Officers say 4 attempted theft cases happened Wednesday afternoon at Westtown Mall and Walmart on Watts Road. In the 3 Westtown Mall cases, a person entered employee-only areas of several businesses and took 2 purses and a wallet. At Walmart, a man took a purse from a shopping cart. People with information are asked to call Madison area Crime Stoppers.
The Dane County resident who was diagnosed with coronavirus has been released from isolation after 29 days. Health officials say the resident was diagnosed with coronavirus on March 5th and tested negative for the virus twice, which means they can leave isolation. Officials say the risk of getting sick from the virus is low in Wisconsin. The World Health Organization has raised its coronavirus threat assessment to very high as officials in the U.S. and around the world work to keep the virus from spreading. More than 83,000 cases of the virus have now been confirmed in more than 50 countries. Meanwhile, Democrats want to know more about a whistleblower complaint alleging government workers responding to American evacuees from China lacked training and protective gear.
Certain procedures might not have been followed, and the fact that they weren't followed in Riverside County may not have resulted in any adverse consequences.
This is not a political issue. This is not a partisan issue. We've got public health concerns.
Meanwhile, fears about the coronavirus have rocked financial markets around the world and triggered more sharp declines on Wall Street today. The Dow down more than 350 points, NASDAQ up almost 1 point, and the S&P went down almost 25 points.
As coronavirus numbers continue to rise around the world, some travelers are second-guessing trips abroad.
And those who continue to travel should take extra precaution. Gabriela Becerra joins us with some tips from AAA.
Seeing those numbers rise can be concerning, and that's exactly what a AAA spokesperson said travel agents are hearing right now. But this virus isn't putting travel off altogether. AAA recommends registering trips abroad with the State Department and continuing to check their advisories for the destination. Travel insurance is something they always recommend, but it's especially relevant to a situation like this one. That way, if someone wants to cancel a trip due to rising concerns, they won't lose all of their money, or they can make other arrangements.
You know, looking back at past periods when there was heightened concern about foreign travel, what we often saw was a shift, not a drop-off so much in travel generally, but just a shift in destinations.
It's also recommended to check in with a doctor before you travel. They'll be able to address health concerns and provide any immunizations needed. The CDC also says face masks should be worn by infected patients, but there's no recommendation for those without symptoms to wear one. The best method to avoid catching any virus is to wash your hands and avoid touching your face.
Gabriella, thank you. The CDC says it's not a matter of if coronavirus spreads in the U.S., it is a matter of when. That's bad news for most Americans, but it's great news for scammers who are cashing in on the anxiety surrounding the virus.
Consumers are getting either emails or pop-ups or seeing things on social media about a cure or prevention for the coronavirus, and it's an attempt to get your credit card information.
The Better Business Bureau says these are some simple ways to spot a coronavirus con. First, do your research. Be wary of personal testimonials and miracle product claims. Be very skeptical of all natural claims. And as always, check with your doctor if you're tempted to buy an unproven product. Some American consumers are refusing to buy or drink Corona beer because of the coronavirus outbreak, despite the fact that the beverage has no connection to the virus other than having a similar name. A new survey conducted by 5W Public Relations determined that 38% of beer drinkers won't buy Corona under any circumstances. The virus is believed to have infected more than 80,000 people and killed nearly 3,000 people worldwide.
Madison's newest library is less than 2 weeks from opening, and tonight we are giving you a first look inside. The all-new Penny Library at the intersection of Cottage Grove and Dempsey Roads is more than double the size of the branch's old location. It is home to many firsts for the Madison library system, like a play space for kids 5 and younger, outdoor space, a drive-through book drop, and wooden ceilings made from reclaimed ash salvaged from Wisconsin trees that were cut down to stop the spread of the emerald ash borer.
If you take a look closely, this is also the wood that we used for the ceiling, but emerald ash borer, you can see, had an impact on this wood, but we used that, and that's from regionally here in Wisconsin.
The Madison Library Foundation is hosting a Love Your Library Gala at Penny tomorrow night. The deadline has passed to buy tickets online, but there are still a few left if you purchase them over the phone. Still to come on News 3 Now at 5, presidential hopefuls are making a final pitch to voters in South Carolina, and Super Tuesday states why the next few days are critical for them.
And then coming up tonight at 6, it's the first Friday of Lent, which means Catholics are not supposed to eat meat. But what about plant-based meat? The Madison Bishop is weighing in. That's coming up tonight at 6.
Take an extra day to save at Ashley Home Store's 72-hour Leap Day sale. This Saturday through Monday with a Preview Day Friday. Get our biggest discounts of the year store-wide. Line up early Saturday for a free gift. Save up to 70% off furniture and doorbusters throughout the store. Plus an extra 20% off our sale prices. That's our best bonus deal of the year. And don't miss the final days of Mattress Marathon with huge savings on sleep store-wide. Leap Day weekend only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Don't miss your chance to see the 6-time Grammy Award-winning Irish band The Chieftains on their Goodbye Tour. Celebrate 57 years of music making in an unforgettable evening of music, song, and dance. The Chieftains, The Irish Goodbye, March 3rd. Tickets at overture.org.
I love that one.
I love it.
I love them. It's easy to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love this one too.
And the auto show is the perfect time to see why.
Wow. I love it.
That's my next truck. Use Auto Show Cash and find the many reasons to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love it. I'm gonna go buy a Chevy.
Right now, get $1,000 Auto Show Cash on most 2020 Blazer models. That's on top of most other offers. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about coming together. It's families, friends. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Tax time blowout at American Freight. Take it home today for $50 and no payments for 60 days. Mattress sets from $49 each piece. Memory foam mattress sets from $119 each piece. 3-piece bedrooms from $198. Reclining furniture from $198. Sofas from $198. And sectionals from $298. Free layaway until tax time or longer if needed. Same-day delivery ends March 31st at the corner of North Stoughton and Kinsman Boulevard.
The Taste of Madison is 6 months away, but did you know there's a way to get a taste of some of Madison's most popular foods year-round? We'll explain Saturday morning, which is the start of some spring-like weather. Join us. The news starts at 5 and 8.
This election season, politicians are targeting Wisconsin, making promises and claims to capture your vote. But you deserve the truth. Only Reality Check gives you the tools you need to make informed choices. I'm News 3 Now political reporter Amy Reed. I'm breaking down political ads, explaining whose money is behind them and separating truth from misinformation. Get the facts with Reality Check, only on News 3 Now.
The Democrats are making their final appeals one day before the critical South Carolina primary.
Former Vice President Joe Biden is hoping to regain his footing in the Palmetto State, where a new poll shows him ahead of the field by 20 percentage points. Earlier this week, Biden picked up a key endorsement from South Carolina Congressman Jim Clyburn. Friday, he picked up another one from Virginia Senator and 2016 vice presidential candidate Tim Kaine. Virginia is one of 14 states voting on Super Tuesday, which is why candidates have it on their list of campaign stops throughout the weekend.
Who is at the top of your list heading into Tuesday?
It's somewhere between Pete and Amy and Joe. I literally will probably walk in and do eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Tuesday, it will be also billionaire Mike Bloomberg's first time on the ballot. More than 1,300 delegates will be up for grabs on Super Tuesday. Nearly 3 million early ballots have already been cast in California alone by Democrats, Republicans, and independents.
Upstate New York is in the midst of a powerful blizzard. Residents are facing whiteout conditions. By this afternoon, more than 2 feet of snow was already on the ground east of Lake Ontario, and the storm may only be getting started. The forecast calls for another 2 feet to fall in some areas before it's through. That lake effect snow.
Better them than us. A sunny start to the weekend for us. Our chief meteorologist Gary Canalti is at the Fishing Expo with our first warn forecast. Hi, Gary.
Hi, Charlotte. Boy, this is a nice place. It's full of boats here, and if you're thinking fishing, this is the place to be this weekend. The weather is going to be very nice. It'll be getting milder. Up to this point, we've really been only talking about ice fishing, but spring's just around the corner, and I think our weather will kind of show that. Let's start out by taking a look at the live view from the Edgewater Skycam. We have bright sunshine across much of southern Wisconsin right now. Temperature. They're in the upper 20s at this point, but 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Number 1, it'll still be cold overnight. Look for low temperatures to drop into the single digits. Wind chills at times could drop to just below 0. But for tomorrow and Sunday, we'll see a big warm-up. Temperatures will jump up 30 degrees from the early morning lows into the upper 30s tomorrow afternoon, and then probably in the upper 40s, maybe close to 50 on Sunday. And then next week, we've taken the rain and snow showers out of the forecast in the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday time period. So right now, most of next week looks dry, and we've also boosted the temperatures up as well. Temperatures should be at or above 40 every day for next week. Now, as we take a look at temperatures and wind chills over the last 24 hours, we've had a lot of cloud cover for the most part until late yesterday, and so temperatures have stayed nearly steady. Now, over the next 48 hours, we'll see a big drop in temperatures tonight, but a quick warm-up tomorrow. Notice those temperatures getting up into the mid to upper 30s tomorrow afternoon. The wind chills that could drop to slightly below 0 tonight will also become much more tolerable, and by Sunday afternoon, we're looking for high temperatures up close to 50 degrees. On Weather Track, we look out in the Pacific Ocean for changes in the weather pattern, and we continue to see that starting to occur. The jet stream is pushing farther north. The weather systems are heading more toward Alaska rather than toward the west coast of the United States. There's one weather system off the west coast, but that just has a lot of clouds and will probably bring some rain to the southern part of the United States, and for the time being, actually keep us high and dry. So the weather will stay very quiet around here with that warming trend expected over the weekend. Here across the Midwest, you can see skies generally sunny. And as we look at Future Track, we'll notice that those clear skies will continue for tonight. So that will allow the temperatures to drop off pretty quickly. But for tomorrow, look for partly sunny skies. Tomorrow night, we'll see partly cloudy skies. Temperatures will stay up around 30. And then as we head into Sunday, we'll notice that those clouds will start to be on the increase, and temperatures should be up around the 50-degree mark. But you don't see much in the way of precipitation over that time period. Look for generally quiet weather conditions with just a little drop in temperatures as we head into Monday. So farther out into the future, the 10-day temperature trend shows that we'll be above normal every single day with high temperatures in the 40s on Sunday and staying at or above 40 all the way through the end of next week and through the following weekend. So that's a mild spell of weather we have coming ahead. So for tomorrow, look for a high of 37 with partly sunny skies, not as cold. And on Sunday, we'll go another 10 degrees higher, even though skies will probably turn mostly cloudy. High temperatures should be up close to 50. I've got a high in Madison of 49 degrees. The 7 to 10 day forecast, again, I've taken the precipitation out of the forecast in much of the next week. Just a rain shower chance on Thursday, maybe ending as a few flakes of snow Thursday night. And then as we get into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, temperatures back into the mid to upper 40s. Could be some rain showers late next weekend, and those will end the early part of next week. Those temperatures still remaining in the 40s even into Monday of the following week. So we're at the Wisconsin Fishing Expo at the Alliant Energy Center. The Fishing Expo runs tonight through 8 p.m. Tomorrow it runs from 9 until 7, and then on Sunday it runs from 9 until 4. Admission is $10 for adults. Kids 12 and under are free. And again, here at the Alliant Energy Center, right on Rimrock Road and John Nolan Drive, right off the Beltline. With the weather being so nice this weekend, it might be hard to come in from being outside, but if you're looking to start your fishing season, if you're looking for boats, they're just lined up one end of the Energy Center from one end to the other. So this is the place to be if you're looking and thinking fishing as we go into the month of March, which starts next week.
Yeah, it's good to just think about being in a boat right about now. All right, Gary, thank you.
There's more ahead on News 3 now at 5.
A new exhibit at a museum in Chicago is honoring Martin Luther King Jr. We'll give you a behind-the-scenes look at it. That's ahead at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Bring your family and friends to Monk's Bar and Grill, home of the mouth-watering half-pound ultimate Monk burgers. Try the Prime Nacho Burger, the Brisket Burger, the Alamo, or the Big Ten. Monk's Bar and Grill, serving up a good time since 1947.
Take an extra day to save during the last stretch of the Mattress Marathon at Ashley Home Store's 72-hour Leap Day sale. Save up to 70% off doorbuster mattresses during this final week, including our best deal of the year on brands like Tempur-Pedic and iComfort. Leap Day weekend only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Find your style at Menards with 11% off Patriot Lighting.
Or you could add stylish storage with 11% off all Dakota shelving.
Insulate and save big on energy costs, plus get 11% off.
Create your dream Clearview kitchen with 11% off.
You'll be floored by our vinyl plank flooring. Get 11% off all of it.
Whatever you're working on, you'll get 11% off. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Get more for your kitchen now with the Brothers Maine Big Kitchen Upgrade Sale. We want you to absolutely love your new kitchen, so you'll get big savings on the latest incredible products from GE and our risk-free 30-day price and satisfaction guarantee. We want you to be 100% satisfied every time. That's why we're the More Store. The Big Kitchen Upgrade Sale with more selection, more savings, and more kitchen. Now at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
This is the kind of card that has America talking. With it, people with Medicare are getting all-in-one coverage for their doctor visits, hospital care, prescription drugs, and more. This kind of insurance, called Medicare Part C, may also cover dental care, eyeglasses, hearing aids, fitness programs, vitamins, even healthy meals and rides to the doctor. With this kind of coverage, you do not need a Medicare supplement insurance plan. You will access your benefits through your Medicare Part C plan for one low and oftentimes $0 monthly plan premium. You deserve to get the most from your Medicare benefits. Call now for free information that may help you get more coverage for less money. There is no obligation to enroll. Whether for yourself or someone you love, call the number on the screen now. Call now.
Buy like a builder during Furniture and Appliance Mart's 72-hour Leap Day Appliance Sale. This weekend, you pay what the builders pay, which means savings up to 50% off, plus a free 10-year warranty and free delivery. Leap Day weekend only at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Bring your family and friends to Monk's Bar and Grill, home of the mouth-watering half-pound ultimate Monk burgers. Try the Prime Nacho Burger, the Brisket Burger, the Alamo, or the Big Ten. Monk's Bar and Grill, serving up a good time since 1947.
A new exhibit allows people to use virtual reality technology to attend the 1963 March on Washington, when Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. gave his iconic I Have a Dream speech.
It opened today at the BLOWOUT Museum in Chicago. Adriana Diaz was there and has the latest.
When Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. declared his dream on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, more than 250,000 people were there. And now, in 2020, you can step back to 1963 and be there too.
Welcome, Marcher.
Hi. At Chicago's DuSable Museum of African American History, a new virtual reality exhibit called The March, created by Time Studios, allows visitors to time travel nearly 6 decades.
Oh my gosh, now I'm in the National Mall.
Dr. King said, darkness cannot drive out darkness.
Oscar-winning actress Viola Davis is the narrator.
What was your reaction, Viola, when you saw the finished product?
Oh my God. I mean, oh my God, I felt like I was set on fire.
Davis and her husband, actor Julius Tenon, are both executive producers through their company, Juvie Productions.
You are there. You're catapulted right there. You're not reading it from a book.
Listen, this speech has lived with me since 1968. I learned it when I was in the 8th grade. I performed it my whole life, so for it to come back around and us to be producing this is just incredible. It was almost like a gift.
Recreating Dr. King took movie magic, with technology used in films like The Curious Case of Benjamin Button and The Avengers. The animators used 2 men to create a virtual Dr. King.
Scan.
A look-alike to build his face, and actor Stefan Ferguson, who reenacted every breath, word, and movement while wearing a motion capture suit and helmet.
I put myself in that place. What was he doing? How was he feeling? What did he eat for breakfast?
By making it feel as real as possible, the creators hope viewers today, like the crowds of 1963, are empowered by Dr. King's urgent sense of service.
Martin Luther King was a doer. He gave his life for it. If I were to inject the seed into the young generation, it is that seed that you've got to do it.
The exhibit is up and running. It opens today here in Chicago. It'll remain here at the DuSable Museum in Chicago until November before moving on to other locations. Adriana Diaz, CBS News, Chicago.
A final check of your first WARN forecast when we come back.
Take an extra day to save during the last stretch of the Mattress Marathon at Ashley Home Store's 72-hour Leap Day sale. Save up to 70% off doorbuster mattresses during this final week, including our best deal of the year on brands like Tempur-Pedic and iComfort. Leap Day weekend only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
It's perfect. Thank you for choosing our home. Here's a list of our favorite spots to help you live like a local. And here is our Spectrum Wi-Fi password and a channel guide to help you settle in.
Did you say Spectrum?
Experience the fastest starting speeds for the price with Spectrum Internet. At 200 megabits per second, you'll enjoy faster surfing, streaming, and gaming. Switch to Spectrum Internet for $44.99 a month. Call 833-902-4499. Then lose yourself in the best in entertainment with more HD and more free on demand. With thousands of free titles to choose from and the best in live TV, there's always something on. Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Plus, download the Spectrum TV app for more ways to watch. Call 833-902-4499.
It happened again. You guys were supposed to leave yesterday.
Is that my robe?
Is it?
Lose yourself in the best internet and TV with Spectrum. Switch now from $44.99 a month each, all with no contracts. Call 833-902-4499.
Steinhaffel's biggest President's Day sale has been extended. Last chance to save 35 to 75% store-wide, plus an extra $100 off. Get incredible deals like this queen bookcase bed, $249. 3-piece dining set, $459. Sofa, $599. 5-piece dining set, $699. 2-piece sectional, $799. Plus, Steinhaffel's now carries purple mattresses. Try it before you buy it. Plus 60 months special financing. Steinhaffel's President's Day sale ends Friday.
The deadly coronavirus officially hitting the U.S.
The markets are plunging for a second straight day.
Health experts warn the U.S. is underprepared. Managing a crisis is what Mike Bloomberg does. In the aftermath of 9/11, he steadied and rebuilt America's largest city, oversaw emergency response to natural disasters, upgraded hospital preparedness to manage health crises, and he's funding cutting-edge research to contain epidemics. Tested, ready.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
I love that one. I love it.
I love it.
It's easy to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love this one too.
And the auto show is the perfect time to see why.
Wow. I love it.
That's my next truck. Use Auto Show Cash and find the many reasons to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love it.
I'm gonna go buy a Chevy.
Right now, get $1,000 Auto Show Cash on all 2020 Silverado 1500 pickups. That's on top of most other offers. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Buy like a builder during Furniture and Appliance Mart's 72-hour Leap Day appliance sale. This weekend, you pay what the builders pay, which means savings up to 50% off, plus a free 10-year warranty and free delivery. Leap Day weekend only at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
It's going to be a cold night tonight before that warm-up.
Indeed. Clear skies, calm winds. That sets the stage for temperatures to plummet. That's exactly what's going to happen. Overnight lows will be down near 6 degrees, but here's the good news for everyone. Look as we go through the days ahead. We see more sunshine and temperatures close to 50 for your Sunday. A little chance of rain by next Thursday, but we are still in the 40s for that forecast.
Good stuff.
Liking that. All right. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you back here at 6.